Hi guys, it's Kokoma here. This is going to be I guess, all you need to know really about doing the ROX Mods verification. This is only the road course part. The oval part will probably be served on another track, of course. More than likely, my assumption would be track loans. As always, to verify, you must have a recording or be, verified by an official management member or a official host. So anyways, in order to do it, just select any of these plentiful ROX mods, and you're going to want to back up. The reason you're going to want to back up is so that you have a fair chance. So what I want you to do is I want you to back up all the way over to the drag strip and make sure that your front end is as perfect as you can on the white line. You can be on either lane. But I'm just going to be in the right lane just because I'm going to serve log also. Just so that not have any interruptions. You're going to want to have it on the far side, so like, about there. You got to do 20 laps in under 14 minutes. There's a 10 corner cut limit in these, since it's a Tier 2 series. Tier 2 series are just, second up to the top series. So we're going to do it basically where the moment we cross that line, the 14 minutes starts. We cannot crash, we cannot spin out. We must do the full 20 laps without any major errors. It's okay if there's a small little wall clip or anything, but we cannot have any spin outs or any serious issues. If we do that, by the way, this is my first take. There's a good chance I'm not even going to cut it. If I can't do that, I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to restart and go back here, do what I was doing earlier. So you're going to want to get yourself ready. And go ahead. And start. So again, 10 corner cut limit. Got 14 minutes. Must have an average speed of 42 seconds per lap. This is Q1 Motorsports Park, which is, I believe, 1.3 miles long. It's about the same length as track owns, but it's a lot faster. I'm a little bit rusty on this track, by the way. I haven't driven this in a few weeks. So yeah. But we'll try our best. So first lap in is going to be 38.929. Look at the third to last marker there, go wide. So again, the point of the game is just to stay on the road. It's a very smooth road, so it shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, I don't think I've done a single corner cut yet. I can't really see my cuts, but again, the limit is 10 laps, or 10 corner cuts, excuse me. This looks like it might be a faster lap, actually. Break at the third to last marker again, shift down to second. Let's go back onto these little rolling hills here. There's I'd like to call these little parkland club sections. I don't know why, it's just something fits them right. That's going to be my first cut. That's okay. Again, there's 10 cuts. Gotta make sure not to make that a habit. We basically just have to have an average cut once every 2 laps. And we should be okay. But I'm going to try not to exceed that. I will be driving a GT3 car here for a little bit just to practice and figure out what would be right. I'm believing it's also going to be a 20 lap test. I'm not sure if the corner cut should be stricter or not. I'm assuming probably. But also probably not at the same time, because the factor's smaller. It's also a lot easier to drive, so it's 50-50. Maybe I'll be testing, see how easy it is to cut with the GT3 compared to this thing. Now we're heading into our 4th lap. We 4 out of 20 laps now. 420. Yeah, that was bad, I know. We just keep on rolling our way through. You might be wondering why I'm accepting 4 seconds off pace from the leader. It's because I still want to be lenient, and I know this test is quite difficult. And I believe that having at this level pretty much just relieves some of the stress, you know, and allows drivers to focus on driving more conservatively, carefully, in the past instead of, you know, just full sending. Of course, I'm at the moment not quite at that level of being conservative, more so being quite liberal with my car, quite pushing it, really. So there's a good chance that, you know, I might get a few more cuts before the finish. As I look at the clock, there's currently about 10 minutes 20 seconds left before my current run would not be valid to get into a ROX mod. My math could also easily be wrong, because I notoriously am horrible with math. I don't know why I'm, you know, the person in charge of doing all the math for standings, but yeah. As a 10-minute mark has been already reached quite a little bit ago. Looks like we're about 10.5 or 9.5 minutes left. But nothing to stress about, you know. Of course, again, if my calculations are completely correct, I'm gonna break a little earlier than normal. But if my calculations are indeed correct, and going at our current rate, where we're consistently doing 38s, and I think we'll be pretty much fine. The goal is just to do not spin out or make any huge cuts. You cannot make any huge cuts either. But I think that should be quite apparent. Okay, currently 8 laps out of 20 now. There's 8.5 minutes left. I'm surprised I didn't get a cut from that one. Unless it didn't show me. We'll see later on. Yeah. Sorry if my voice is a little stuttery. I'm just, you know, focused on driving whilst also focused on other stuff. Including commentary. I don't really focus too much on commentary when I'm actually trying to focus on driving. Yeah. I'm going to brake a little bit later than we needed to. Unlike last time, so it seems like I need to find that Goldilocks zone again. I did have a really good rhythm earlier on, but it seems I kind of lost that rhythm. I think that's a second gear corner too, so I don't know why I was being so high. Same here. So I know with these ROX mods, unlike the GG3s, the closer to your red line you are, generally the faster you'll be going. Not quite so much, because there's still about 500 RPM a bit before you reach red line. Like your peak horsepower is about 500 RPM, but still generally want to be as high as you can. Like you want your RPMs to be as high as the dog in a Long Beach mansion. So yeah. Currently halfway done, coming to now 9 to go. And we get it just about right. It's a really satisfying point, you know, coming to the hills. go a little bit wider, miss the apex a little, but not the worst exit imaginable. I would like to mention there is a first person, and I mean, if there's anyone that's willing to do this test first person, like, absolutely kudos to you. You're a freaking living legend. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's difficult. And I look at my clock, there's 6 minutes left, so a little tense, but since these lap times are not, you know, a minute long, I'm not too worried. And yes, the cuts on this track are quite strict. That shouldn't be too much of a concern. You just need to focus on staying on the road and you'll be pretty much fine. Got a little bit off there. We're tired to be as inspected. Short shift. Whoops. That's alright. Alright, so now we're gonna go to 6 laps to go, right? Wait. Ooh, this might get a little bit more tense than I was expecting. There's now 4 minutes left on my clock. I'm a little scared. But I think I might just have the pace to beat it. Yeah, there will probably be some adjustments as we go. And we're gonna brake early again. Second gear corner. We're downshift a little bit too late. I don't think it's gonna be a good lap. But okay. Okay, so the unorthodox way of driving is the way to beat lap records. I know this way too well. I wonder if like just laying off is faster over there. Instead of just hitting the brakes at all. We've got 3 minutes left. Now we've got 3 laps left. We'll probably make it. It's a little bit stressful looking at that clock. Seeing 2 minutes 50 seconds left, there's 3 laps to go. I think we do have the pace though to beat it by quite a margin. I'd like to also mention this is like a half lane for what the actual race would be. So the actual race is 40 laps. The ROX Mods at least. I don't know about the GT3s. I think it's CC with the GT3s. Similarly to track modes. Might be 70 actually, come to think about it. I don't know. GT3s have never ran here before, other than in a few test sessions. So there's now less than 2 minutes left before I'm gonzo in this test. I propose. So hoping I can beat it. We're gonna brake late, white flag. There's a minute 40 seconds left, so we should be good as long as we don't have any major mistakes. loose. And we're gonna cross the line with about a minute 20 seconds to go, I think, or something around that range. So yeah, not bad at all. I still cannot see what my stats are. I think I only got 1 or 2 corner cuts out of the whole ordeal, so that was pretty good. So really, my best advice if you want to pass the road course test in order to race ROX Mod, just focus on staying on the road and running clean. It's not too hard to, get 42-second lap average. As you can see, I'm already over a lap ahead of what, that would be about almost 2 laps actually. So it's very achievable. It's far from impossible. But yeah, just focus on staying clean and try to focus on being on the road as much as you physically can. There's not a lot of wall to hit except for on the last little bit here. So with that being said, that's pretty much all you need to do. Of course, always send a template in, and I will see you in another track. There is of course always the other part, which is the oval track, which I will link that video when it comes up. But I'm also gonna recommend that you send a link to the cars that you want to run. There's templates and everything, so it should be good. Thank you guys, and I will see you on the next course.